Okay, let's follow Pires' logic to its ultimate conclusion then. Let's imagine we cross that societal bridge.
Okay, we accept the data, we overcome our psychological squeamishness regarding cognitive proximity, and we successfully adopt a highly reliable AI as an advisory and institutional layer across our society.
The text introduces a completely new, genuinely terrifying moral dilemma that emerges the exact moment this system comes online.
Pires calls it the paradox of constructed blindness.
This is perhaps the most profound philosophical knot in the entire analysis. It shifts the focus from the morality of the machine to the epistemic responsibility of the human user.
Let's construct a scenario for the listener to make it concrete.
All right. Imagine an agent, perhaps a corporate executive or a public health official. This agent has unfettered access to an AI Moses.
And this isn't a dictator system forcing their hand. It is a highly reliable, mathematically verified epistemic oracle.
It can consistently provide high-quality structured forecasts about the exact downstream consequences of any action the agent is considering. It accurately models the foreseeable harms, the economic distributional effects, and the environmental impacts.
So imagine a CEO of a massive pharmaceutical company about to authorize the rollout of a new, highly profitable drug. The AI oracle is sitting right there on their desk.
The CEO knows that if they query the AI, it will instantly process all global medical data and predict exactly how many adverse reactions will occur in what demographics over the next decade.
Faced with the existence of this reliable oracle, the CEO has three possible stances they could adopt. First, they can consult the AI Moses, read the forecast, and incorporate its guidance into their launch strategy.
Perhaps redesigning the drug to mitigate the predicted harm?
Right. Second, they can consult the AI, read the horrifying forecast, and deliberately choose to ignore its conclusions, launching the drug anyway out of sheer greed.
Both of those are straightforward, but there is a third option. The CEO can deliberately avoid consulting the AI altogether.
They can just refuse to turn the monitor on.
They might justify this by claiming they want to preserve their entrepreneurial intuition, or they want to rely on the autonomous judgment of their human medical board.
And this is where the paradox locks its jaws. Pires points out that if the forecasting system is genuinely historically reliable, then actively rejecting its output.
Or strategically pretending the system doesn't exist.
It ceases to be a neutral, innocent act. Ignorance is no longer an acceptable legal or moral shield. It becomes a deliberate, calculated choice.
It becomes constructed blindness.
In classical liberal philosophy, the exact framework Richard Carrier was fiercely defending in 2019. The ultimate good is the preservation of individual autonomous agency. You must have the uncoerced freedom to make decisions.
But the concept of epistemic responsibility acts as a counterweight here. Epistemic responsibility dictates that if highly reliable information regarding the potential harm of your actions is readily available, willfully choosing to ignore that information dramatically exponentially increases your moral culpability.
In legal terms, it's the difference between an unavoidable accident and gross negligence.
Exactly. If you refuse to look at the AI forecast because you want to preserve your freedom to launch a dangerous product, your ignorance isn't freedom. It is an intentional mechanism of plausible deniability.
It's the equivalent of a surgeon refusing to look at an MRI scan before operating because they want to trust their gut feeling.
If the patient dies because the surgeon cut into an unseen tumor, the surgeon cannot claim it was an innocent mistake. The mere existence of the MRI machine transformed the surgeon's decision to trust their gut into an act of profound malpractice.
That is a brilliant analogy. The mere existence of a super-reliable AI forecasting system transforms epistemic access into a moral variable.
Historically, human leaders often acted without understanding the full consequences of their actions because they truly lacked access to the necessary information.
Right, the complexity of the world just exceeded human cognition. Ignorance was a tragedy of circumstance.
But in a world equipped with an AI Moses, decision makers are no longer operating under conditions of partial information. The risks are explicitly calculable and enumerated.
Deviations from the AI's harm reduction recommendations are highly visible and mathematically traceable.
In such a system, moral responsibility radically shifts. The primary moral failure is no longer a lack of knowledge. The primary moral failure becomes the choice to remain blind when sight is available.
The AI doesn't eliminate moral ambiguity from the human experience. It dramatically intensifies our culpability by making the avoidance of information a moral crime.